Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Miami Total Football. Reinforcements are on the way for Inter Miami, but not in the position that anybody expected. The Athletic reporting today that Inter Miami is on the verge of signing former Atlanta United center back Leandro Gonzalez Pirez. Gonzalez Pirez is on the books of Club Tijuana in Liga MX down in Mexico. He joined that club in January of this year, but is set for a return to MLS. And Inter Miami will use the top spot in its allocation order in order to sign the Argentine center back. The move comes as a bit of a surprise. Sporting director Paul McDonough said last week that he was looking to use the allocation order spot for a player in an attacking or wide position. He did not make any mention of a defender, let alone a center back. And now Inter Miami is going for a center back to bolster a backline that already has Nico Figal, Andres Reyes, and Roman Torres among the options. Now, why sign a center back? Well, for one, Gonzalez Pirez was one of the best defenders in Major League Soccer during his 3 seasons with Atlanta United. Yes, he was a bit susceptible to the occasional needless yellow card, and he was a bit temperamental, but on the whole, Gonzalez Pirez was one of the most stout center backs in the league. That familiarity with the league, that experience in the league, having won a few titles with Atlanta United, and his familiarity with Paul McDonough after having worked together at Atlanta makes him hard to pass up on if you're Paul McDonough now in an Inter Miami role. Another reason is that Roman Torres is 34, and he is not one of the best defenders when it comes to building out of the back and passing the ball. We saw that back in week 2 against DC United. He played under no pressure, played a straight pass forward to Julian Gressel. The ball came back the other way. It bounced off his hand, and then he got ejected, and that obviously changed the course of the game. If Inter Miami wants to play this possession-based, build out of the back style, Roman Torres is not necessarily the best fit for that. So bringing in Gonzalez Pirez, who is cleaner on the ball, who is able to pick out passes a bit better, will be a better complement to Nico Figal and the system as a whole than probably Roman Torres. Now, one final reason to sign Gonzalez Pirez is that he can be a center back for your team for years to come. You can build around him for years to come. Nico Figal is capable of being that type of center back, but given his age and how highly he's rated, not only by Inter Miami, but in Argentine soccer circles, he's probably going to make the move to Europe at some point over the course of the next few seasons, or at least that's probably the expectation. So if Inter Miami is expecting Figal to go, they need someone that they can still build around to keep that back line set and anchor that back line for years to come. And Gonzalez Pirez, even though he's only 2 years older, is probably that guy. He tested the waters in Mexico. He's coming back. He's probably not going to be making the move to Europe at this point in his career. And it's only 2 years, but those 2 years can make a big difference in someone's potential and in someone's trajectory for European scouts. In other news, an Inter Miami player has tested positive for COVID-19. The club did not reveal the identity of the player, but he is said to be asymptomatic, and there is a chance he could still return in time for the MLS's back tournament. He has to test negative in 2 consecutive exams, and then he can get cleared to resume training and potentially participate in the upcoming tournament in July. But that does it for now. I'm Franco Panizo. Make sure to stay tuned to Miami Total Football for more news on Inter Miami, and don't forget to hit the like, comment, or subscribe button below.